I want you to think about the last time you wore heels and felt completely off. Not because your feet hurt. Not because the heel was too high. But because something about the whole look felt like it was working against you instead of for you. Like the shoe was the loudest thing in the room and not in a good way. Here is what nobody tells you. There are certain heels that elegant women quietly stopped wearing a long time ago. Not because they cannot pull them off, but because they learned something important. The wrong heel does not just hurt your feet. It changes how your entire outfit reads. It changes how people perceive you before you even speak. And it can take a beautifully put-together look and quietly unravel it from the ground up. Today we are going through 7 of them. And I will be honest with you, at least 2 or 3 on this list are probably sitting in your wardrobe right now. Stay until the end because the last one surprises almost every woman who watches this video. And it is the one most people would never guess. Welcome to Glow and Thrive, where looking amazing after 60 is never about following every trend and always about knowing which ones to leave alone. If you are new here, we are so glad you found us. And to our returning viewers, welcome back. Let us get into it. Before we start, if you have ever bought a pair of heels that looked amazing in the store and felt completely wrong once you got home, hit that like button right now because this video was made for you. Subscribe if you have not already and tap the bell so you never miss a new video from us every week. Now let us talk about these 7 heels. Here is the truth about heels and elegance. Elegance is never about height. It is never about how much the shoe costs or how bold it looks on the shelf. Elegance in a shoe comes from proportion, intention, and how the shoe works with your body and your outfit as one complete picture. And certain heels, no matter how popular they are or how beautiful they look on their own, simply do not create that picture. They interrupt it. 7 of them in particular. Let us go through every single one. Heel 1. Very thin stiletto heels. Let us start with the most obvious one and also the most misunderstood. The very thin stiletto. Now before anyone closes this video, hear me out. This is not about whether you can walk in them. This is about what they do to the overall picture of an elegant woman over 60. A very thin stiletto heel creates visual tension. The heel is so narrow and so sharp that it pulls all the attention downward to a single point. And when the eye goes all the way down to that tiny point on the floor, the whole outfit loses its balance. Everything above the heel suddenly looks heavier than it actually is. Elegant women learned this quietly. They traded the thin stiletto for a low block heel or a kitten heel and suddenly everything above it, the trousers, the dress, the blazer, looked more refined. Not less. More. The shoe stopped competing and started supporting. And that is exactly what a great heel is supposed to do. Heel 2. Very high platform heels. Here is a simple rule about elegance that applies to almost everything in fashion. When one element of your outfit becomes the loudest thing in the room, elegance leaves. Very high platform heels are that loud element. The platform is so thick and so dominant that it overwhelms everything else you are wearing. Your beautiful blouse, your tailored trousers, your carefully chosen accessories, all of it gets pulled into the background because the shoe is doing too much talking. There is also a proportion issue. A very thick platform on a woman over 60 can visually shorten the leg rather than lengthen it, which is the opposite of what most women want from a heel. A sleek low heel or an elegant wedge with a modest lift does everything a platform promises to do but quietly. It gives you height. It gives you comfort. And it lets the rest of your outfit breathe. Let me pause here for just a second. If you are watching this and nodding along because you recognize some of these heels in your own wardrobe, drop the word heels in the comments right now. I genuinely want to know how many of you are with me on this. And if you have not subscribed yet, right now is the perfect moment. Hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so you get every new video we release each week. We are building something really wonderful here and you deserve to be part of it. Heel 3. Overly embellished heels. There is a version of beautiful that is quiet. And there is a version that is simply noisy. Overly embellished heels, the ones covered in large rhinestones, oversized bows, multiple straps, and layers of decoration, fall into the noisy category. And noisy shoes do not make an outfit look more expensive. They make it look busier. The most elegant shoes in the world almost always have one detail. 1. A single delicate buckle. A slim strap. A subtle pointed toe. One thing done beautifully is worth more than 10 things done loudly. When you are choosing heels, ask yourself one simple question. If I removed every decoration from this shoe, would the shape still be beautiful? If the answer is yes, it is a great shoe. If the answer is no, the decoration is covering for a shoe that does not actually work. Heel 4. Worn down or scuffed heels. This one is not about style. It is about standards. A worn-down heel tip or a scuffed toe on an otherwise beautiful shoe sends one message very loudly. This woman does not notice the details. An elegance is entirely built on details. You can be wearing a perfect outfit from head to toe. But if the back of your heel is worn down to the metal tip, or the toe of your shoe is scuffed and dull, that is the thing people notice. It pulls the whole look down in a way that no amount of beautiful clothing above it can fix. The solution is simple and inexpensive. Heel tip replacements cost very little at any cobbler. A neutral shoe polish applied once a month keeps leather looking fresh. And a regular check of your most worn pairs keeps you ahead of the damage before it becomes visible. Your shoes carry your whole outfit. Treat them like they do. Heel 5. Heels that are visibly too small. This is perhaps the most uncomfortable one to talk about, and also one of the most important. A heel that is too small for your foot does something that no styling trick can fix. It draws the eye directly to the point of discomfort. When the foot spills over the edges of the shoe or the heel extends past the back, the mind immediately goes to the wrong place. It sees strain instead of elegance. It sees discomfort instead of confidence. And here is the thing about comfort and elegance. They are not opposites. A shoe that fits your foot correctly allows you to walk with ease, stand with posture, and move through a room with the kind of quiet confidence that is the foundation of every elegant woman's presence. Always size up when in doubt. Always prioritize fit over the number on the inside of the shoe. Because a well-fitted modest heel will always outshine an ill-fitting expensive one. Heel 6. Extremely pointed toe heels with exaggerated tips. The soft point. That is what you want. The almond toe. The softly tapered tip. Those shapes are timeless and flattering, and they work beautifully on women at every age. But the extreme pointed toe, the one where the tip extends far beyond where your actual toes end, creates a proportion problem that affects the whole leg. The shoe looks longer than the foot inside it. And that visual disconnect between the actual foot and the extended tip creates an awkwardness that pulls the eye in the wrong direction. Elegant women gravitated toward the almond toe and the round toe years ago and never looked back. The shape is softer. It is more proportionate. And it photographs beautifully, which matters more than people admit. If you love a pointed toe, keep it. Just make sure the point ends where your foot ends. Heel 7. Heels that clash with the outfit's tone. And here is the final one. The one that surprises almost everyone. A heel that clashes with the tone of your outfit does not just look mismatched. It breaks the visual story your outfit was trying to tell. And a broken visual story is the fastest way to go from looking polished to looking like the outfit was assembled without intention. Elegant women pay attention to tone. Not just color, but warmth and coolness. A warm-toned outfit in camel and cream paired with a cool grey or silver shoe creates a disconnect the eye feels immediately, even if the brain cannot name it. The fix is simple. Cool-toned outfit, cool-toned shoe. Warm-toned outfit, warm-toned shoe. Or choose a shoe in a tone so close to your skin that it disappears into the leg line and lets the outfit tell its story without interruption. That last option is honestly one of the most powerful styling moves a woman over 60 can make. A nude shoe in your skin tone makes every outfit look more expensive, more elongated, and more intentional. Every single time. 7 heels. 7 quiet mistakes that elegant women learn to avoid, not because someone told them the rules, but because they paid attention to what worked and what did not. Very thin stilettos that pull the eye to a single sharp point. Very high platforms that overpower everything above them. Overly embellished shoes that trade beauty for noise. Worn-down heels that undo an otherwise perfect outfit. Shoes that are too small and tell a story of discomfort. Extremely pointed toes that break the proportion of the leg. And shoes that clash in tone with the rest of the look. None of these are about spending more money. All of them are about paying closer attention. And you already have that. You just needed someone to point it out. If this video gave you something useful today, please hit that like button before you go. It helps this channel reach more women who deserve to know these things. Subscribe to Glow and Thrive if you have not already, and turn on your notifications for our weekly videos. And drop a comment below telling me which of these 7 heels surprised you the most. I read every single comment and I cannot wait to hear from you. Thank you for being here. You are already elegant. You just needed the reminder. See you in the next one.